music calms the savage beast, so goes the saying. Always exploring, experimenting, evolving. That's music. New sounds. A half a string note, a chord here and there. Music. Because at the end of the day, that's all we really care about, is the music. All the extra drama to go along with it, the extra special dressings and stuff. You know, I guess that's for the social media era, which I can understand because that's what it's about. It's about content and personalities, and I get it. But let's not forget, it's always been about the craft. It's about your craft. You know, your craft is your craft, whether you're improving that with the three principles as stated at the top of the monologue. But evolving. You can't get stuck in one lane. And we love certain eras of music, and we hold on to them, and we love it. But you can't get stuck in that lane. As you progress, you still have to, ascend or try to ascend. You're not just hit chasing, but just make music what's in your heart. If it vibes, it vibes. Let your talent bring it out. And that's what it's all about with me. Experiment. Explore the movement. Experimentation. That takes a special ear, a special sequencing in your head, how you want to compose your music, how you want your ultimate composition to lay out and format, how you want to format that. And so that takes another degree of science and difficulty just to, a lot of people, they want to be perfect, but there's a lot to do there. Experiment. So you have to have that vibe. You have to have that soul, that heart. Everything that has to have a spirit to your music. You have to have that. We need that as an audience, as the listener. We want to hear that spirit. That's what made the late great Tupac Shakur so enduring to his fans and his fan base and his popularity, that he laid it out. You know what I mean? He touched your soul. You felt them. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And people gravitate to that. You felt the pain in this music, the vulnerability. And that's what people want when they hear music. When they want to judge an artist or, they want to critique artists. And it depends on what your mood is, and along with if you're in sync with the artist's mood. And so it's a various things that we as the listener of music and hip-hop and whatever genre of music that you are partaking in and listening to, we tend to stay when we feel those elements are touched upon, and we feel those elements in your music. And that's where we kind of hold artists to, fairly rightfully or wrongly, that we hold artists to those principles, and we expect it all the time. So And sometimes it doesn't live up, some of the music that you're not gonna feel, but that's okay. The artist is, he's doing what he's doing. Um, hang in there. Don't be so quick to say, "Oh, he fell off." We quick as fan base. We quick to whoever our favorite artist is. We're quick to be convinced that they fell off, which is it's not even a talk. It's just nonsense. It's just that you have to take the ride with the artist, and it doesn't mean you have to rock with, vibe with all the songs, but check it out, see what it's about. So that's where I'm at. It's Saturday night, Saturday evening. And I'm trying to get my bop. I was bopping earlier. I had a nice day, man. I ain't gonna lie. I got out, had a nice day. I'm in a nice little zone right now. I'm in a nice zone, man. I'm gonna surf the net tonight. I'm just gonna check out some products, some Apple products. Amazon, I'm just chilling, man. I'm gonna chill tonight, bro. Sunday, I'll jump back out there. But I did what I needed to do. Like I said, I had a nice Saturday. I ain't gonna lie. Very nice. I hope everyone out there enjoyed their day as well. We gotta cherish stuff like this, man. Weather-wise, it was a little chilly though. It was a little brisky. But during earlier part of the day, the sun was nice. The sun was piercing and it was nice. You got the warmth of the sun. It was beautiful. Even though it was a little chilly, but it was still nice. It was manageable. But the hawk was a little bit, you can tell it was a little flapping its wings a little bit, but other than that, again, it was manageable. Yeah, man. So I'm still I'm tripping because it's All-Star Weekend, and it just harkens back to the Shannon Sharpe deal with Mike Epps, and it was great to see those guys hash things out and squash whatever disagreements they had as men, and because it could easily go, the rhetoric was going. I didn't like the rhetoric, you know what I'm saying? So I was hoping that, nothing jump off being All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis, where Mike Epps, that's his hometown. And so, they was able to hash things out, as I said, and, squash the beef or whatever. That lasted probably a day or so. Or disagreement, or disagreement or whatever it was. I'm not going to say beef. But, beef to me means a different type of thing than other people. But whatever disagreement they had, they was able to get together, talk things through, and move on, which is great. And now Shannon is this big thing about Mace and what he speaking on that Shannon and Mike Epps back and forth. It Is What It Is podcast featuring Cameron and Mace. They had touched on it, and Mace was kind of like, they chuckled about it, and they agreed kind of like on the side of Mike Epps, and Mace even took it to further to say that all these pull-ups and dips and all that, you know what I mean, you'll really find out. Nobody's gonna be rolling around in the mud with you or wrestling and all that. So that kind of I think Shannon responded on his nightcap show with Ocho Cinco. And so he just discussed, touched upon, didn't call Mace out by name. He used the term pastor, and the history of Mace being a pastor and all that, accusations. He's playing both sides of the fence or whatever with the religion and I guess they call it a secular world or whatever. So, saying he was a roly-poly, he doesn't, he's don't want to really give that much attention to it. He's talked to his sister in council, and he said that he's done with going back and forth, basically with, putting his brand on the line to go back and forth with people who just seems to be saying things to want a little light on them. But as we know, it is what it is. It's lit anyway. So, but I guess he's just giving fair, disclaimers out there that, look, I'm not going to be going back and forth with people. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a rise out of it. I mean, I might say something if it get really disrespectful, because as on principle. But other than that, man, if that's your tactic to get clicks or get followers, I'm not gonna, I'm just not gonna bother myself with that type of energy. So I can respect that. No big deal. You gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point? Getting all riled up and huffing and puffing. Like I said, God forbid that people camps, sometimes it be the camps, the entourage, whatever, you know how it can go, especially in hip hop. It gets out of hand and it's not really, it's not really worth it, considering. So, but that's what we gravitate to as a public. Like I said, as a listener and as a viewer, we gravitate to the drama, and the drama sometimes can go to a different elevation based on how embarrassed or one take things and feels like he's been embarrassed or shamed or slighted, and depending on that person's energy, you never know where it can go. So it's one of those things. So hopefully nothing jumps off, anything else jumps off down in Naptown, man. The good folks in Naptown hosting the NBA All-Star festivities, for this weekend. Pardon me. So you know how that goes. Where you hit it out?
Huh?
Where you going?
Well, I said, we going right here.
Oh, that's the joint. Okay. So everybody's dipping. I'm gonna chill, like I said. I'm gonna have a real nice time right here. Yes, sirree, Bob. So that that's where it's at, man. In Shannon news, he's doing real well, man. You know what I mean, with his ratings and viewership. Subscribers are up. He's hot as fish grease. He's as hot as fish grease right now. I mean, for real. He's hot. He's got momentum. He's got 2 popular shows. I think he said Nightcap, within the first month, was like up to 1 million new viewers first month. I don't know how long that it's been out for a few months now, but that's Shannon is doing it, man. He's driving the needle, and plus Ocho Cinco has he has followers as well, so he has a lot of followers, popularity, and his personality. So that's where we at, man. But you can't forget about the craft. You can't forget about that. So she got the cameras all knocked around. But so it's good to see a brother come up, man, and thrive in this game, man, this internet game, and know how to work the algorithm to their favor, and that's with good content, being able to connect with the audience. Like he says, it's not about, as far as so much the hot buzz or whatever. It's about their stories, and that people connect with their stories, and it goes viral. People connect with their stories, so that's where it is. Yeah. So, my wife, she in here chilling, here tumbling things over and everything. I'm like, what? I'm trying to do a session here. So anyway, man, I'm not gonna hold you. Just coming on here to connect, reach out to you guys, see how everything's doing, give you a little piece of my day, and share a little bit of my world. So, peace. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Vanguardian 650. Share this video.